I love Skylanders, and through my knowledge of business and game design, I would like to make a pitch for the final last installment of this franchise. Please stick around to the end of the video because this is a hybrid between a remake and a Skylanders 7. Now first, people are getting into the game nowadays are mostly using emulators to be able to get the game affordably. Why not use those same emulation tools and package all 6 games together with one twist? You can play any character in any game. So you can play as Imaginators in Spyro's Adventure, as well as any other character from later games. Second thing I'd like to do is online functionality. I would like to make it so you could do the normal 2-player things from each game through an online connection. But I would also like to add in more competitive and cooperative modes for people to play with, while still using all of the Skylanders from the originals. That is my plan for the initial package. Now, with post-launch, I plan to do a few things. First, character packs. Release new Skylanders in packs. I forgot to mention it earlier, but all the Skylanders from the original 6 games will be included. Because Toys to Life is dead, but this series is not. So, as a workaround, games must be prepackaged in just as a Lego game would be, with DLC characters and character packs, which is what the Skylander packs intend to do. And to start off the character packs, the first one I intend to release is the fan favorite unreleased characters, such as Lint Trap and Sniper Troll. The other DLCs that I would like to release would be campaigns. Multiple levels strung together with a story. That way, we can continue to have more stories, more characters released post-launch, like a live service game, while continuing to have the same charm. The only thing that this lacks from the original 6 games is there is no portal, no figures, and no NFCs. Altogether, this game would be cheaper to produce and cheaper to sell, and since it is a 6-game package deal, customers will be more likely to get this, because for the longest time, people were saying games like the Insane Trilogy and Reignited Trilogy were better bang for your buck than any game coming out in current year. And now that prices are going up, even if we go to the new standard, people would be more accepting due to the package deal. And creating characters and levels is a lot cheaper to do than what it would cost to make an entirely brand new game with a new batch of 36 characters. Now you can do each at a lesser cost as frequent as it is available for resources. You will also no longer need to come up with new gimmicks for each batch. In fact, you can go back and add more to each of them. Superchargers didn't have as many characters because they also had to think of the vehicles. Without sharing production time with everything else that a game requires, you can add them to have an equal number with the rest of the teams. You can also add a light and dark giant, because the original did not have light and dark as elements. As for how much you would spend on each character pack and campaign, that would be up to you. I would say sell the character packs for around what the triple character packs were back when this game was still selling. As for the campaigns, I would say go between 15 and maybe 30, depending on how large scale the story, as well as how intricate and how much went into making the levels, the quantity and quality, giving more modes for the players to continue to play and to even go through, even if there is a drought in content for a period of time. And with variants of characters, I would not put them in the original game. I would include them with packs or skins akin to other live service type games. So you may have Pop Fizz in the package that comes with the first 6 games, but you would not have Love Potion Pop Fizz. Same thing with other characters such as Trigger Happy and Easter Trigger Happy. All variants would be more monetization, but the players wouldn't be as miffed because you have all the characters from the first game as well as the other 5. With all those characters included, that also makes another bargain for how good of a deal this game would be, even if you went to the new price average. So, if this was going to be sent to an executive over at Activision or to Toys for Bob, this is what I would say. First, 6 games all packaged together, all of the over 160 characters from all the games playable in each of them, with post-launch additions for microtransactions to add on to the experience that would already win over customers with the new price hikes and be very good to cheaply make and to have high value in the current day market. And with that, I thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.